everybody. Becky Brett here, your executive coach for creators, artists, content creators, and entrepreneurs. Anybody who uses their creativity to make a living. I am here with our weekly reading for the week of January 3rd, 2022. Oh my God, so excited about this. Also, the day that I'm recording it, which is January 2nd, is the new moon. This is a very practical new moon. So while you may be spending time in meditation to connect with your divine support team, your spiritual support team, be sure to then, once you've received the information and inspiration you need, take action. Make an action plan. So this is a moon of like practicality. Like, how are you now going to turn your dreams into reality? And so the cards are going to give us a little bit more inspiration. Let's see what happens. I'm doing a release, receive, return, as I usually do for these weekly readings. So let's see what we need to let go of, what we need to receive, and then what we need to do to integrate into our life for success. In the release position, it is the bridge or, excuse me, bridge or connection. Interesting, releasing that. In the receive, focus or details. Nice. That totally makes sense right now. Okay, and then in the integration, we've got the overlook or the big picture. Anchoring the reading, we have exploring or learning. Very cool. Okay, so like, sometimes I get a little bit nervous because I don't know, like the cards don't tell me, sometimes they're not gentle with me. So like there are some weeks that I'm like, oh, here we go. But this is very kind, a very kind reading. Okay, so we are releasing this bridge or connection. Now, this is going to take some interpretation because it seems like you would want to build bridges and not burn them. So what is this telling me? If this is in the release position, there are a couple of things to release with this. Okay, so if you notice underneath them, it looks a little bit dangerous. There's a waterfall and this river flowing. So the way I am interpreting this, because I do interpret with kindness and compassion, is that we are invited to release control of outcomes. Like, we have no control over this river beneath us. All we can do is walk across the bridge and reach out and hope for the best. Put our best self forward in building this connection. So let go of the outcome, let go of any expectations of the other person, and just reach out for the sake of reaching out. Build the connection for the sake of building the connection, not for any agenda. So connect without agenda. Release the agenda. All right? That feels really good to me to say. It's not easy to do, but it feels good to say. In the receive position, we have focus or details. And you know, I love this card so much because look at that beautiful rose growing out of a crack in the wall. We are invited to focus on the details, which makes total sense with the new moon in Capricorn. Like, let us get down to business, get down to the practical steps that you need to manifest whatever you are creating right now. So focusing on the details. Also notice the beauty in this. So look into the cracks. Look at the places that are maybe that feel a little bit broken or in disrepair, and see what you can pull from that, what you might be able to salvage from it, or what might be trying to grow out of those places. Oh, that is lovely. Okay. That deserves a sip of coffee. Okay, and then in the integrate position, we have the overlook or the big picture. As we integrate all of this, step back and take a look. Like, this is a great time to take a look at the whole year coming up. And when I'm planning things, the maybe you don't know, the productivity hack is to put the big rocks in first. What are the big rocks? The big rocks are the things that are most important to you. To you. And any major deadlines. So if you are in a creative field like that involves an audience, those rocks go on the calendar first, as well as your self-care. So put those on as you're planning, put those in first. Like, I like to plan out quarterly retreats for myself so that I know that I am staying on track and going after what the experiences my soul truly craves, and not just blindly living my life. So step back, get the big picture, map it all out for yourself, and that is how you'll integrate all of this. So, I love it. And as we're going along, you're probably going to be learning some stuff along the way. So allow that to happen. By the way, my word for the year. Do you do a word for the year? I do. My word for the year is allow. Allow. I have spent most of my career, which is why I maybe say more often than is necessary, to release the outcome, release control over the outcome, because my whole career I've controlled tried to control the outcome of things. But being a producer and director, like, that's the job in many ways. What I've learned is when I release control of the outcome, everything goes much better than my little human brain could have imagined. So there you go. That's the irony of this business is the more you let go of control, the better it turns out. Like, all we have to do as creatives is set it in motion, and then everything else lines up for us. It's like magic. It's the magic of theater. It's the magic of creativity. People who aren't creative don't understand it, and that's okay. We get each other. And so release control of the outcomes of any connections you're making right now. Focus on the details. Find the beauty in the bits that may be in disrepair, and step back and take a look at your big picture. Map it all out. I love this for us this week. And then, take some time to explore, wander around a bit. This whole thing is all, this whole life is about learning, and see what you learn along the way. I bet you're going to make some major discoveries. And when you do, I want to hear all about them. All right. I don't know that anything really needs clarification. This feels like a really short one this week. Do you want more? Do you want, okay, I'll pull some more. This feels like a good moment for sacred creators, not the I don't know about threads of fate today. I'm feeling more sacred creators oracle today to support this, because it just feels so light and beautiful and supportive. And yeah, I'm really also, I'm loving. Okay, so all of these cards I have the same sort of color tone to them, that sort of muted green, and I find that so beautiful and soothing. That sort of sage green, purifying things. You know what? Sage your space today or this week. Whenever you watch this, take a moment to cleanse your space, especially before you get to work. Cleanse the energies. I just got that little hit of intuition to do that. All right, sacred creators. What else do you want us to know about what we need to release, receive, and integrate this week of the new moon? Let's see what they have to say. And maybe you don't know, I go live on Instagram every day and do a Sacred Creators card pull for us that inspires my morning coaching moment. Here we go. Release, Creator, Earth. Interesting. Okay. What do we need to receive? Okay. Well, Sometimes cards pop out. Sometimes I cut the deck and get down to business. Oh, inflow with sorry, I read it as inflow as one word. Inflow with money. Nice. And to integrate, choose who you are becoming. This came up earlier this week. Was it yesterday? Day before? I can't remember. So, okay, if we are releasing Creator Earth, that means, you know, let me just check on this for a sec, because normally we would want to get super grounded, but maybe this is not the, hang on. Okay. Earth energy is grounded and rooted. It is connected to our safety and our stability. It is a realm of our, okay, I know what this is. Okay. I've read enough. I know what this is telling us. So if you are, Natalie, hey, sorry, I just needed a sec. Hi, it's good to see you. How are your dragons? I love this woman over here on Instagram right now. So if we are releasing Creator Earth, that means, look, it's going to feel a little bit scary, but please try to stop thinking so much about safety and stability. If you, my friend and client, Shay Sears Bearfield, said the most amazing thing a couple weeks ago. If you're trying to do something that is supernatural and superhuman, then stop trying to feel like normal people feel. And what she meant is, if you are trying to do something supernatural, superhuman, if you are creating your reality, then stop worrying about like stability. You're not going to feel stable. You're not going to feel the way normal people feel. You're not going to have that same stability. You're going to find stability in the chaos. You're going to find stability in the magic. That's where you'll find your stability. You're not going to find stability in your in like a oh god, I want to say routine. Oh, why do I want to say that? Because I think you need to break out of your routine this week. Yeah. So you're not going to, if you're aiming for supernatural and magical and being the creator of your own reality and quantum jumping and all of that goodness, you're not going to find stability in like your weekly meal plan or your mortgage or in the same ways that normal people feel stability. You're going to, well, you can. The invitation is to feel stable in the chaos, in the magic, in the creativity, to trust that process and live in that, feel the stability of that. Okay, thank you, Creator Earth. Now, we are receiving in flow with money. Who doesn't want that this week, right? Okay, when we are in flow with money, money is energy, and money will flow in through the path of least resistance. So stop putting up resistance to it. Take a look at your mindset, and this is going to be in the details too. Oh my God, there's a fly in my. Sorry, but like I had the doors like wide open to my house yesterday because it was 70 degrees and sunny and beautiful, and flies got in. So dealing with that anyway. And I'm not editing that out. So look in the details of your life. Look in the details of your mindset and see where you might be blocking money from you. Here's a prime example that I'm going to give that is just straight from my life that happened on Saturday. Saturday? Yeah. So I received a payment. And this person paid me through PayPal, which I almost never receive money through PayPal. Like they didn't ask me how I wanted to receive payment. And it ended up like costing me, like an amount of money. It ended up costing me like almost $50 because of the PayPal fees and the way they had sent it to me. And then I didn't have access to all of it right away because of like PayPal was like suspicious. And so they put a hold on most of it. And so rather than waking up and being like, woo, I got paid in my sleep, I woke up and saw the notification and got annoyed. That is not being in flow with money. That's not being in flow with money. So like, don't do that. Being in flow with money looks like appreciation and gratitude and joy, no matter how it comes into you. Also, like being surprised and delighted at all of the crazy ways money comes in. Noticing when someone buys you lunch, or you get a major discount on something, or someone just gives you, like, I got a couch for free and I love it. It's so comfortable. So that's being in flow with money. Like, I would have been more in flow if I had woken up, seen the notification, and been like, woo, I got paid in my sleep. So lesson learned there. Please learn from my experience. Be in flow with your money. Be an energetic match to your money. Feel the feeling. So, okay, here's another great tool. Is to, if you are like in need of a certain dollar amount, get quiet for a moment and imagine that amount showing up in your bank account. When you get a notification on your phone and it's like, ding, you have this amount of money in your bank account. Oh my gosh, how does that feel? Feel that feeling of it being here. That's what we mean when we talk about embodiment and feeling energetically the way you would feel in order to allow the thing in that you want. So feel the feelings of like that. How would you feel? How would you feel if $10,000 showed up in your bank account and you knew it was for you, that you got to keep all of it? I would feel excited. I would feel grateful. I would feel safe and supported. I would feel validated. I would feel expansive, generous. I would feel recognized. I mean, like, that's me. How would you feel if that happened to you? That's being in flow with your money. There's also a process called taking out the trash that I teach, that actually I did with Shay, and she still practices that to this day. And I practice it too when I notice I'm saying unhelpful, unsupportive things to myself, because that still happens. You know, I'm human. I know it's shocking, but I am. So when you take out the trash, this is how it works. You write down like all of the unsupportive beliefs that you have, or unsupportive things that you are saying to yourself, and then you swap it for a supportive affirmation. So for example, I'm bad with money would switch to it is safe to have and receive money. It is safe for me. Money is safe with me. Something like that. Now, a lot of times that new affirmation sounds like bullshit. So what we do is we bridge the belief. And so we would take the I'm bad with money, or money, money is not safe with me. Or let's just go, I'm bad with money. And to get to something like I'm great with money. Let's just go all the way there, going from I'm bad with money to I'm great with money. There a lot of times, like, I'm great with money sounds like bullshit, so you need to put planks of a bridge in place. And it all starts with I am willing. It starts with willingness. I am willing, number one, to believe, number two, that it is possible, number three, for me to be great with money. That's where you start. So start with I am willing. Willingness, belief, and possibility is how you build that bridge. So I am willing to believe that it is possible that there is a universe in which I am great with money. And then if that feels super true to you, then take the next step on the bridge and say, okay, well, I do believe not just willing, I do believe that there is a universe in which I am great with money. And if that feels like, yeah, I actually do believe that, you can take the next step, which is there is a universe where I am great with money. There is a reality where I am great with money. And then the next step, if that feels true to you, take the next step. I'm stepping into the reality where I am great with money. And then if that feels true, if that doesn't feel true to you, go back to the previous step. But if that does feel true, then try, I am great with money. All right. If you're there, you're there. And that's your affirmation. And you actually believe it. If you're not there yet, backtrack across the bridge until you hit a belief that does feel super strong and empowering. And that's where you start. And just keep saying that until you actually do believe it and you can take the next step. That is one of the things I learned in the taboo, and something that I practice with my clients frequently. Practice with myself too, because there are still some things I don't totally believe. So just take it, run with it. Let me know how it works for you. Because I think that's a biggie. I think that can really be, I hate to use the phrase game changer, but I'm going to use the phrase game changer. It could be a game changer for you. Okay. And then, wow, that was a whole lot of coaching right there. I hope that helps. We're not even done. So here is choose who you are becoming. This is the integration. And how much do we love this? Choose who you are becoming. I was just talking about if you get to create your own reality, if you get to do that, if you are wanting to live that superhuman, supernatural life where you create your own reality, choose who you are becoming. And in this process of integration, there may be a little bit of sadness or grief at all the times you didn't choose who you were becoming, or the loss, is that the word I want to say? The loss of who you were before. Maybe more like the integration of who you were before. It may feel like loss is what I'm getting at, and that's okay. And it's okay to mourn who you were, and to allow yourself to be grateful. Oh my God, seriously, the fly. Allow yourself to be grateful. I'm gonna have to look up. What the fly means, like as a spirit guide, because this fly has been around me for not 24 hours, for like, I don't know, 18 hours hovering. So, yeah, it's okay to mourn who you were, be grateful, thank that version of you, and integrate all of their lessons into who you get to be moving forward. And by the way, you don't have to explain yourself to anybody. You only need to know this for yourself. You're not under any obligation to explain your transformation to anybody, because they're not living your life. You are. And so take that and run with it, please. The fly is telling you to take out the trash. Thanks, Natalie. Natalie over on Instagram just interpreted the fly for me. There must be some trash that I am hanging on to from 2021 that is ready to go before setting intentions for 2022 with this new moon. That is hilarious and probably true. Actually, I know it's true. Actually, yes, very much so. Thank you, Natalie. Oh my God. She is the Page of Words on Instagram, so be sure to follow her. All right, I am going to close this out now, because I've gone on like 3 times. Okay, Fly. I get it. I've gone on 3 times as long as the original. Like I was willing to stop at the end of the Labyrinth cards, but that I really wanted the Sacred Creators to show up and give us some more goodness. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe because I post videos every week. And if you are not following the Relentlessly Human Tour yet, it's a podcast, the Relentlessly Human Tour. The link is in the description box below. And as is, all the ways that you can work with me directly if that interests you. And I'm trying to think of anything else. Please, please, please subscribe to YouTube and to the Relentlessly Human Tour podcast through Virtual Executive Director, because that tour is my creative baby, and I am birthing it right now. It's very fun, exciting, cool stuff coming up in that. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next week. Bye for now.